Hello and welcome to the vlog. I have a confession to make. About 3-4 years ago, I did a video talking about how I was never playing Magic the Gathering again. Yeah. Long story short, I like this set. This is Magic the Gathering Origins. This is the Fat Pack box. I haven't actually opened the contents of it, so it's going to be kind of an out of the box too. Basically, here's what happened. About a week ago, yeah, it was actually a week ago, there was an emergency at the local game store, and I needed to run the pre-release. And I was watching everybody play, and I'm really enjoying the set. There's a lot of really good cards in it. Pardon me, by the way. It's like 80 degrees outside. I'm just getting inside. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like the set. I actually, picked up a lot from the set already. Yeah. But I did pull a foil Jace. So, anyway, this is the Magic Origins Fat Pack. This is actually the last core set that they're making, because they're going to two set blocks after this. So this is a little bit of history right here. Actually, come to think of it, I actually started playing Magic roughly about 20 years ago. So this is a little historical for me too. So we got deck boxes right here. Normally when I do these, I would show like every card in the booster. But I know you guys didn't like that very much, so I'm just going to show you like the rare, the foil, if there is one, the uncommons, because they're sometimes kind of cool. Okay, we got ourselves a spin down life counter. Magic Origins instead of the 20, I'm sure. Yeah, there it is right there. The biggest mess of basic land that you'll ever see. Right here. And 9 booster packs. Don't get me wrong, I will still play Legend of the Five Rings. I will still play Pokemon. But, you know, my gaming budget's actually broadened a little bit because of the fact that I only play one role-playing game now that's still really printing books. And that's Pathfinder. So I've got a little extra cash. Not a lot, mind you. A little bit. There's a lot of basic land. Okay, so let's pop these bad boys open. Alright. Oops. Booster wrapper hit the floor. Alright, so let's get to the meat. We've got a Gyaraptor Aether Grid. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control. Gyaraptor Aether Grid deals 1 damage to a creature or player. That's nifty. And then we've got a Goldforge Sentinel. 4/4 flyer. For 6. A Ramroller. Attacks each turn if able and has +2/+0 as long as you control another artifact. Oh, this is a fun card. Honored Hierarch. It has Renown 1, and it can produce mana. It's a 1/1 for a green otherwise. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And we've actually got a foil, a Screeching Scab. When it enters the battlefield, put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. Well, that'd be good for transforming Jace, I guess. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. Milling is always a viable strategy, and it's a better strategy with all these, well, with Jace, really, because his ulti is you get to remove 9 loyalty and mill 5 from your opponent every time you cast a spell. Sigil of Valor. When equipped creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn for each other creature you control. It essentially gives all your creatures Exalted-ish. Goblin Glory Chaser. What the? Renowned 1, as long as it's renowned, it has Menace. So, as long as it has counters on it, it must be blocked by multiple creatures. Rogue's Passage. Tap to add 1 to your mana pool. 4 and tap. Target creature can't be blocked. Hey, Renowned decks. Woo! And Flame Shadow Conjuring. What? Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay a red. If you do put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of it, that token gains haste and exile it. Whoa! Wow! That is awesome. A Splinter Twin for every occasion. And no foil. I mean, you can't get a foil in every booster. That'd be boring. Pack number 3. By the way, because of the fact that there's this thing on the back, I don't know if I'm getting a Planeswalker or not in every booster. What do we have? Sphinx's Tutelage. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. If they're both non-land colors that share non-land cards that share a color, repeat the process. 5 and a blue, draw, and then discard a card. Woohoo! That's an uncommon. I like. Towergeist. 2/2 flying. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put 1 in your hand and the other in your graveyard. Man, I'm making a mono blue deck. Sentinel the Eternal Watch. I hear this is a good card. 4/6 vigilance. At the beginning of combat on each opponent's turn, tap a creature that player could... Wow. That's amazing. I got Liliana! 2/3 lifelink. When another non-token creature you control dies, exile Liliana, and then return her to the battlefield transformed under her owner's control. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie onto the battlefield. Her reverse side is +2, each player discards a card. -X, return target non-legendary creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. -8, you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, jeez. And transformation card, proxy card. If you don't use sleeves, and why aren't you? Basically, all you do is you fill in the little circle to show that that's the card. And then I got Jace's emblem. I've gotten 3 Planeswalkers in all the packs that I've opened. I'm missing Gideon and Chandra. Whirler Rogue. When it enters the battlefield, put 2/1/1 Thopters onto the battlefield. Tap to untap artifacts you control. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. Meteorite. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Tap to add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay. Nifty, nifty, nifty. Jayemdae Tome. This card's been around forever. 4 tap, draw a card. I don't remember the first set it was in, but I remember this being in like 4th edition. Outland Colossus, renowned 6, can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Wow, all this thing needs is trample. Whew, renowned 6. That's wild. I can see some really sick things that I could do with that card. Shadows of the Past. Whenever a creature dies, scry 1. 4 and a black, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Activate this ability only if there are 4 more creature cards in your graveyard. Huh. That's pretty nifty. I can dig that. Somber World Alpha. Whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. 1 in a green, target creature you control gains trample. Nice. Malakar Cullblade. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Malakar Cullblade. Alright, alright. Liking so far. All Hammerette High Arbiter. Legendary creature Sphinx. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose the name of a non-land card revealed this way. Your opponent can cast spells with the chosen name. Oh, it's like Meddling Mage. That's awesome, actually. And a foil, Citadel Castellan. Vigilance and Renown 2. Alright. I'm not going to complain. It's Vigilance, so it can attack and block in consecutive turns, and it gets bigger if it isn't blocked. And I have a cat in my room. Blood Curse Knight. As long as you control an enchantment, Blood Curse Knight has +1/+1 and lifelink. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Tower Geist, we've already seen. Valeran Wardens, Renown 2, and when a creature you control becomes renowned, draw a card. Alright, that's... Caves of Kolios, the Black-White Painland. Always awesome to see. And I actually got the token of the legendary creature Nissa makes. If you're wondering why I'm looking over there, it's because my cat's trying to get in my closet, but he's going to realize really quickly he can't. Skip. Zendikar Incarnate, power equal to number of lands you control. Makes sense for a landfall block, because that's what Zendikar was. Thunderclap Wyvern, flash flying, other creatures you control flying get +1/+1. Alright. Flash flying. Sentinel of the Eternal Watch. Relic Seeker. Renown 1. And when it becomes renowned, you may search your library for an equipment, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Pretty badass, actually. And a foil Disperse. It's a bounce card. Let's see. How many boosters we have left? We have 2. So far, pretty cool. I'm liking what I got. Prism Ring. What does this do? When it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen color, you gain a life. So it fills up the Dragon's Fang and Wyvern's Tooth and all that. All those cards. So I'm not complaining there. Clash of Wills. Counter target spell unless the controller pays. It's a Spell Blast. Kind of. Jayemdae Tome. Llanowar Wastes, the green-black Painland. And a foil Acolyte of the Inferno. Renown 1. Whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, it deals 2 damage to that creature. Wow. That is badass. So it could kill the creature. Wow. It's almost like having First Strike. Or Double Strike. Okay, we've seen the Aether Grid. Conclave Naturalist. When it enters the battlefield, you can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Alright, not bad. Gnarlroot Trapper. Pay 1 life. Tap, pay a life, add a green mana to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast Elves. Tap, target attacking elf you control gains Death Touch. It's the black version of Elves of Deep Shadow. Okay. Sigil of the Empty Throne. Whenever you cast an enchantment, put a 4/4 angel with flying onto the battlefield. Woo-wee! And no more foils. So yeah, I'm back into Magic. Kill me. That's it for now. I will see you next time. Take care. Peace.